Yes.
When the police found you, they said they found a tactical vest, 3 magazines, handgun, 2 rifles, a shotgun, and a machete. Do you feel that you are mentally ill?
No. I could have killed that nurse. I was a perfect soldier.
Another man fondled your ass while he was jerking off. Privilege.
Yes.
Oh, that's true.
That's true. Perfect soldier material. I don't like Mexicans.
You wanted to bang some trannies there.
I really wanted to bang some trains there.
Okay.
But
He put a finger in your asshole all 3 times.
yeah.
What's up, everybody? I hope you guys enjoyed that intro. I'm telling you guys, you have to strap in for this one because we have a gem of a video. The YouTube channel, K-Town Social Club, just dropped an interview with Hank, and this is legit comedy gold. We'll start with the first segment. Hank describes how he's basically a hybrid between John Rambo, Jackie Chan, and the Terminator, and he's so insanely tough that he can take on anyone.
Beaten the guy in something, and then you wanted to come on the program to clear up, that, you didn't actually get your ass beat, that you could have beaten them, right?
Well, I did get my ass beat. I mean, like, you can't really beat like 5 people unless you're like a pro fighter, Like so.
Right.
I mean, I don't deny it. I do not deny getting my ass beat. I just bunch of Korean YouTubers and like Korean media are like trying to say that it was one brave Korean warrior against three obnoxious Americans, like single-handedly blah blah blah. No, that's not what happened at all.
So is that what the Korean media was saying, was that one brave Korean guy handled like these foreigners who were, nuisance streamers and their accomplice as in you?
Yes.
Okay. But you were telling me that in 1 versus 1, was that the guy who approached you when you were holding the baton?
Tatty guy, yeah.
The guy who had a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Right. You said that if it was 1v1,
I would have destroyed that motherfucker.
you would have pulverized him, right?
I would have pulverized.
That's what you
pulverized his ugly ass
said. You
face.
said
Yeah.
that last time. You said you would have pulverized him in 1v1.
In 1v1 easily, yes.
Do you have like a black belt, or what do you do?
Well, I train mixed martial arts actually. So like I don't go by like belt system, but I do have. But in terms of black belt, I do have black belt in like a Korean's special assault combatives, and I also have a black belt in a Hapkido. Yeah.
Interesting. So you're a pretty trained and skilled fighter.
I wouldn't say I'm pretty trained and skilled because there are a lot of fighters who are like better than me. So in terms of like combat rankings, right?
Yeah, Hank, in terms of combat rankings, you're at the bottom of the list because we have seen you get in a couple scuffles and you are completely terrified. I showed a clip not too long ago, maybe it was a few weeks ago, where you really see how he got humbled by one guy, not a group of guys, just one unarmed man, and he got completely humbled and he sat his ass back down. Hank, just put the fries in the bag.
Right? From 0 to 10, 0 being like you're completely helpless in like combat, 1 being a brawler, and then 2 being just like someone who like practices MMA, right? Like 3, like 4 being true amateur fighter, like 5 being semi-pro, and like 6 and beyond, like
So you're like a 5.
different levels of pro. I would say I'm 3.
Oh, you're a 3.
Yeah.
What is a 3 again?
3 is like a serious MMA enthusiast. 3
okay.
like serious MMA hobbyist. Like if you're level 3, I would say that you can beat 99% of the world population in a fight.
So you could beat 99% of the world population in a fight.
In a one-on-one fight, yes. I am certain because
99% of women and 99% of men.
99% of women, 99% of men, yes. Because most people in this world do not train how to fight.
In the next segment, Hank talks about how the FBI labeled him as mentally deficient. And honestly, I think that's being kind. That's being generous because I would find other labels for that. I don't think that fully describes him, but it's a step in the right direction.
Same FBI labeling me adjudicated mentally defective that's started my American federal case.
So the FBI labeled you as what?
Adjudicated mentally defective.
Adjudicated mentally defective.
And they never told me about it. They refused to actually tell me that they labeled me as such. Like,
Why
I
would
actually
the
have proof.
FBI even get involved with you?
I was talking about guns back in college, and then two Chow Hall employees snitched, and then falsely accused me of like I mean not falsely accused me because they didn't say I did anything illegal. They just called the cops and said they felt uncomfortable, and they were like, "Oh, he sells guns, he buys guns, and his family makes guns." Like a court hearing. Because they don't have any evidences, right? To like keep me there. But then the FBI still labels me adjudicated mentally defective, which is against their own standards. You cannot be labeled adjudicated mentally defective without a court hearing.
Okay. So what are you going to do about it? Can you do anything?
I'm suing them.
You're suing the FBI.
Yes.
Cash Patel?
Cash Patel.
You're going to sue Cash Patel?
Yeah, good luck with that, Hank, especially considering the facts that you are not allowed in America anymore. So how the hell are you supposed to sue them if you can't even show up in the country? So good luck with that. I'm sure it's going to go fantastically for you. In the next segment, Hank talks about how his own family got him committed in a mental asylum.
My grandfather gave me a false pretext and moved me to like Korea for a bit. And my grandfather actually put me in Samsung Medical Center, mental hospital unit.
How did your grandfather manage to do that?
My grandfather came to the hospital at a carrier clinic, which a hospital which grossly violates patient bill of rights, by the way, because they threaten to sedate patients who refuse medication.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, that has happened to me before.
So they sedated you.
They sedated me back in ER, yes.
So the next segment is really interesting. He talks about how he could have murdered this nurse and got away with it because he would have pled self-defense because she was, quote unquote, illegally detaining him. Now listen to this, and then we are going to break it down because surprisingly, Hank does have a level of awareness that other content creators on YouTube don't have, and you'll see what I mean in just a moment.
Hamas, fuck ISIS, blah, 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 kill them all, blah, 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 right?
In 2015?
Yes.
Okay.
At that time, the nurse there tried to sedate me because I was constantly talking about my constitutional right to free speech, and I shouldn't be here because you are violating my constitutional rights. The nurse sedated me.
Right.
Which is actually illegal. I wasn't posing any physical danger to like anyone else. You know?
But you were...
I could have killed that nurse and still could have claimed self-defense.
You could have killed her. Oh, when she was sedating you.
Yeah.
But you didn't.
I didn't. No.
Because...
I legally, under a case law in the Supreme Court, right? Illegal detention and like illegal, like, you know, confinement, yes. I could have killed him and claimed self-defense, and that would have been, yes, like self-defense under the Supreme Court doctrine. But of course, in reality, the law doesn't work like that. You know, like I'll probably go to life in prison if I did that. You know.
So there's the actual law, and then there's reality, right?
There's an actual written law, and there's a reality, like enforced law, basically. Right. Two are very, very different.
So I'm glad that he understands that, because there was this extremist YouTuber, I'm not going to name him, he already has 500,000 subscribers. He said that if you are, or you believe you are, illegally detained by the police, you can fight them and you can even go up to killing them because it is self-defense. Now, that is extremely dangerous misinformation to spread because, in practice, if you start fighting a cop because you think you're illegally detained, you're probably going to end up either at the morgue, at the hospital, or in prison for a very, very long time. So I'm glad that Hank understands the difference between what he perceives and what is the reality, what would happen. Now, before we take a look at the next segment, I just want to ask you guys, please subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 100,000 subs. And if you enjoy the show, please consider it. Now, in the next segment, you have Hank that is asked, are you mentally ill? And his answer is quite interesting.
Do you feel that you are mentally ill?
No.
Have you thought, if I was mentally ill, how would I be? Like, have you ever thought about things like that?
If I was mentally ill, I would have either or killed someone.
Do you think you need therapy?
No.
But have people told you that you should get therapy?
Yes. But I don't care because I'm better than them. Because I know this system better than them, basically.
Which system are you talking about?
Mental health.
Oh, the mental health system.
Yes.
Okay. So so you're saying the therapists are part of a mental health system that doesn't actually help people, or?
They don't really help like they don't really help people. I mean, they actually are bribed by big pharma to recommend the patients to psychiatrists who does nothing but prescribe more like pills after pills after
So
pills.
it's big business, huh?
It's a big business.
And what kind of pills were you prescribed and told to take?
Oh, my granddad put me on Depakote and risperidone, which gave me gynecomastia.
What is gynecomastia?
Man boobs.
Oh, so your grandfather gave you a mental health, some kind of drug that does that?
Yeah, my grandfather took me to a psychiatrist. I mean, kind of forced me. You know, by saying, if you don't take the pills, I'll cut you off.
All right, the next segment is extremely goofy. It's Hank talking about how he was the perfect soldier, basically a hybrid between the Winter Soldier and Captain America, and sprinkle a little bit of Hitman in there. He was just such a badass, but the military still didn't want him.
You know, a few years after that, people were starting to get tired of the war in Iraq.
Yeah.
But you were like, I want to go, huh?
I want to kill some Hajis, basically.
A what?
Hajis.
What does that mean?
Haji, you know. Durga, 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 durga.
Okay. That's what you call them.
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
Haji. 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 Basically like Islamic terrorists.
So you wanted to take them on.
Yes.
So you wanted to fight for the U.S. government, and by fighting these terrorists,
Yes.
is it like a report card?
Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery.
So you ranked very high.
Yes.
On that. Okay.
And then so the recruiters were like, holy shit, like, hey, you're eligible for this benefit, you're eligible for this benefit, this benefit. I said, sir, or like, Sarge, my family's rich. I don't care about these like all like benefits. I'm an imperialist. I want to conquer savages for America, and I want to kill some Hajis. That's why I want to join. I was a perfect soldier.
You were a perfect soldier.
Perfect soldier material, basically.
And how did the recruiter look at you?
They were like, I don't think you're fit for the U.S. military.
So he claims he's the perfect soldier, but yet the military doesn't want him. That makes a whole lot of sense, Hank. In the next segment, he talks about how anyone who tries to alter the Bill of Rights or bring in new amendments should be executed and should be charged with treason.
Are outdated. But the Bill of Rights are not outdated. The Bill of Rights...
That's the first 10 amendments, is that?
Yes.
Okay.
The Bill of Rights must remain absolute, and any attempt to amend Bill of Rights should be an executionable offense.
In the next segment, he talks about his love for weapons. Basically, him and his gang of goons pulled up to this guy's house and they were armed to the teeth. And basically, they don't even know if they were at the right house. One of his friends got robbed and then they just randomly pulled up there. Basically, they're just a bunch of degenerates that wanted to play G.I. Joe.
You love weapons, huh?
I love weapons.
Do you have any on you now?
No. Because Korea doesn't let me carry them.
You don't have a baton or like a pocket knife or...
No.
These are the only weapons you have?
Nothing. These are the only weapons I have currently, but I wish I could just carry, like, I wish I could just, like...
Carry guns?
Carry a gun, yes.
Wow, okay.
I love guns. Do you like guns?
I have a shotgun, but that's just for, home defense.
Hell yeah. That's good. True American right there.
No, but just for home defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, true American.
I think 7 firearms that you had purchased where you had falsely claimed that you were a U.S. citizen, even though you are not. And I asked you about this last time. I said, why did you lie about this? And you said you were ashamed that you weren't American.
Yes.
Now, why did you feel ashamed that you weren't American? Like, don't you have any pride that you're Korean?
No. Yes.
When the police found you, they said they found a tactical vest, 3 magazines, handgun, 2 rifles, a shotgun, and a machete. Were these all your items?
Yes.
This is all your stuff.
Yes.
Why do you have a machete?
CQC? Melee?
So, the tactical
Melee
vest
combat?
is yours.
Yeah.
Were you wearing that?
No.
It was just in the back seat or something.
No, my other friend was wearing that
Why does he get the tactical vest?
because I valued his life.
So the next segment is pretty hilarious because Hank confesses that Johnny Somali isn't even his best friend. Now, I don't know how Johnny would feel about that. Maybe he would feel relieved, but take a look at this.
My best friend's black,
Okay.
and I call him all the time. Like, what's
You
up,
mean
my?
you talking about Johnny Somali, right?
No,
Oh, he's not your best friend.
he's he's one of my best friends now. Now,
I don't think there's anybody on the planet you've done and more for than Johnny Somali.
yeah. Well, there's one more guy, and he's like my best friend. Actually, yeah.
Well, that's news to me. And the next segment, which will be the last, because trust me, after you hear this, you're going to want to go do something else. Well, Hank talks about how he was used as some type of boy toy in prison and he was making money from it. Take a look at this.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, I really wanted to bang some like trannies there.
You wanted to bang some trannies there.
I really wanted to bang some trannies there.
So the trannies there, these are like the male to female, or they changed transition once they were in prison, or they were already before.
Both, but like the ones that were already before, those were the pretty ones, and the ones that transitioned in prison were the ugly ones.
So did you have relations with any of them?
Nah, man, but like, man, like, I don't know, man. Like, I was horny as fuck there, man. Like,
In prison.
yeah.
Is it true? Some source told me that while in prison, in the showers,
Yes.
you were paid to let another man. Again, I heard this. Another man fondled your ass while he was jerking off, and he paid you for the privilege.
Yes.
Oh, that's true.
That's true.
How many times did that happen?
3 times.
And how much did you get each time?
$100.
So you got $300 for that.
Yeah.
All you had to do was just stand there and let him grab your ass.
Yeah.
And then where would he finish? On you?
No.
Well, then where?
In the shower.
Into the drain.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't finish on your ass.
No.
It doesn't touch you at all.
No.
Did he ask for that though?
Yeah.
And then what did you say?
I said, nah, man.
That's too far.
Yeah, that's too far.
You can fondle my ass, but you cannot come on it.
He put a finger in my asshole.
He put a finger in your asshole
Yeah.
all 3 times.
Yeah.
So that was negotiated too.
That was negotiated too.
Finger in the ass, fondling the ass, but not coming on you.
No.
That would have cost more.
Yes.
So you would do it if he paid more.
Yes.
All right, on that note, I think we're going to wrap it up. I think I've heard enough. Huge shout out to K-Town Social Club for making this available to us. Take a look at the description. You'll see the link to their video. Now, a quick announcement. I did a face reveal a few days ago. It went very well, and I will be doing a lot more live streams across all my channels. And for that reason, I am changing my business model a little bit. I added memberships to this channel because when you do live streams, getting memberships is part of the business model. So I made it extremely affordable, just a couple of bucks if you want to join the Cloud Goblin Destroyers. If you don't, no worries. I appreciate your support just by watching the videos. I hope you guys enjoy the show. If you did, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.